So hi, everyone. I hope you've been enjoying the summit so far, and welcome to this one-on-one interview about unleashing the potential of AI with travel agents. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Katherine Watts, and I manage PR and partnerships for the Travel Trends podcast. Today, I'm delighted to have the opportunity to chat with Devin Kinasz, publisher for TravelWeek. And today we'll be discussing TravelWeek's new AI initiative, which is designed to empower travel agents by equipping them with the knowledge and tools necessary to navigate the evolving landscape of AI in travel. So welcome, Devin.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here, and I'm looking forward to our discussion today. So as mentioned, Devin is the publisher of TravelWeek, and she has spent the last decade of her career in the travel industry. She was previously the director of digital strategy at TravelWeek, so she knows all about working with the travel agent community. So Devin, to begin our conversation, I wanted to reference some stats that I recently read about travel agents and AI. And those stats are 84% of agents do not currently use AI in their agencies, and only 7% say their customers have asked them about AI for trip planning. 2/3 have not even experimented with any of the AI platforms. So when I read these stats, it seemed as though AI tools and AI technology has meant very little to travel agents. Why do you think it's important for travel advisors to start using or integrating AI into their roles or companies?
Well, first of all, those stats surprise me because when we've been talking to the agents, the numbers are a bit higher in regards to who's using it and who's not. First of all, I will say, I think the reason why people aren't using it is because there's kind of a fear factor around all this. All the AI is in the news and it's everywhere, but it's a bit of a huge topic and no one really knows where to start. And that is actually the way that I was myself. But then I took the time and I've done a bunch of courses and I really put the time into learning it and realized, oh my gosh, there is just such massive efficiency gains here. Like everyone needs to be using this technology, not just travel agents, but real estate people, like everyone out there. It's really revolutionizing the way that all business is done these days. So this is why I think travel agents need to be using it. I did some quick and dirty math. Let's say you spend an hour a day doing social media, an hour a day doing marketing, and an hour a day doing admin. Now, if we're going to use AI and automation and shrink that down, if you add that up over a year, that's 3 months worth of business days that you get back. So when you're talking numbers like that, this technology, you just can't ignore it because, that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is very, very tasty.
Certainly. So absolutely. I think in terms of just creating efficiencies, like time efficiencies and time management for agents would certainly be beneficial. Can you give a brief overview of the TravelWeek AI manual that you've created in collaboration with travel brands?
Yeah, so we wanted to take the fear out of it and we wanted to get the information that the travel agents need. So really filter it down into step by step by step. These are the tools you need. This is what you do. So, we have 80 pages and it tells them everything from here's where you sign on, like click this button. So it's very, very, very detailed. It takes them through all the basics of ChatGPT. It takes them through all the marketing stuff and how to use that. We get a lot more complicated. Custom GPTs are a favorite of mine. Crunching data, all these other things you can do in these tools. And also we've gone into automation. How do you automate tasks within your business? Step-by-step guide on that. And also, there's ChatGPT and some of these main platforms, but there's all these other fun tools out there. Otter is a favorite of mine. Synthesia is another great one. There's many out there. So we explain all those platforms to the agents as well.
So it sounds to me that the manual makes it very approachable and digestible for travel agents and how they can implement it into their day-to-day operations. Can you give me some examples of how they can do that?
Yeah, that was our main mission with this manual, was to simplify it and make it really easy for everyone. So what travel agents can expect from this technology? Well, instead of spending hours on social media, you can now spend seconds. Creating marketing creative, we can get that done really easily. I talked about automating these repetitive tasks and all these admin things you have to do. Generating ideas for trips, itineraries, hotels, activities in these different destinations. You can use AI to crunch all your agency data to figure out what your trends are, hopefully use that to boost your sales. Another amazing part of this technology is the chatbots we are seeing out there. I know some people are getting annoyed with them, but when you actually look at the numbers, the conversion rate with these chatbots is very, very, very high. And the fact that you can just have them running on your website while you're sleeping and getting your sales funnel going is, attractive to a lot of people. And the list goes on. And I haven't thought of everything. I'm sure a million people out there have ideas too, but figuring out upsell opportunities, creating more custom content for your clients. I'll stop there, but I could probably go on for 10 minutes.
The list is truly endless.
Whoa, Devin.
So one of the things that you mentioned in the manual is that agents can learn how to effectively use ChatGPT. You just mentioned about how agents can use it for data. Are there risks with using generative AI, including privacy concerns or inaccuracies? And how would you approach these concerns with agents? Or what would you recommend for people who have these types of concerns?
Well, unfortunately, privacy is not a new concern. We have privacy concerns when you're using Google, Facebook, all of them. You can pretty much assume that if your data is on the internet, it's being used by machine learning somewhere out there. There are some steps you can take with ChatGPT. Like if you delete your chat history, they're only going to save it for 30 days and then they will delete it. Obviously, you want to make sure that you're not putting sensitive information in there, using your common sense. And I'm sure there's settings that you can play with or programs you can put on your computer. I don't know much about that. You'll have to ask someone else. In regards to inaccuracies, I'll just say this. If I write a paragraph and ChatGPT writes a paragraph, there's more inaccuracies and typos in what I write than what ChatGPT writes. So I'm more concerned with myself. My concern, to be honest, is some George Orwell 1984 situation where authoritarian regimes are using this technology, in a big brother kind of way, and we're already seeing that happen. So that is my personal concern.
Okay. Since we're almost out of time, in 30 seconds, what is the main message that you would like the audience to take away?
I would like the audience to take away that I've done a lot of research and I want to pass it on to you. So we've created this AI manual, we've created a webinar series, and I want to take the fear out of AI and I want to hold your hand and I want to go step by step by step and I want to show you this is a cool tool, this is a cool tool. And remember that 3 months I was talking about at the beginning of the interview? Let's get that 3 months back for everyone. And you can either use the 3 months to build your business or go on holiday.
Love that. Well, thank you so much, Devin. Thank you so much for your time today.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.